And they're off. Racing away for the £60,000 Grade 2 JCB Triumph Trial Juvenile Hurdle. And over the 2 miles and a furlong, they race down towards the first of 8 flights of hurdles with Boulette and in turn De Civila, the front-running pair. They're on then from the yellow and blue of Forever William to the outside of the pink and blue of Moulin Clermont. Then racing to the inside of those in the noseband, the pink silks, Isio under Harry Cobden. Up the length and a half away to PIPER in those red and white silks, and then the grey, Silver Shade and Kevin Jones, and at the back of the field in dark blue and white, Jonathan Burke on board, Mocha Duvassi. So they're racing towards their second flight of hurdles, and it's the outsider of the field, Boulette, who leads under David Nonan and shows by 2.5 lengths to in turn De Civila, who won over track and distance last time. Over in third is Moulin Clermont, and then Isio, who's 2 out of 2 over Timber so far, racing toward the running rail under Harry Cobden. Forever William to the outer under Tom Cannon in the yellow and blue of the red and white of PIPER and Davy Russell. Rail skimming is Silver Shade, and the back marker is Mocha Duvassi as they start the journey into the far side. As they do so, it's Boulette, the most experienced of these over Timber, who leads by half a length over in turn De Civila in second place as they level up towards flight number 3. Another length and a half away to Isio in third position, then a further 2.5 lengths away to Moulin Clermont. Isio a little untidy over jump number 3. Silver Shades landed behind the principals there in 5th place. From Forever William and then PIPER, who made that winning hurdling debut at Punchestown last time. At the back of the field is Mocha Duvassi as they race on towards flight number 4. Boulette to the inside of in turn De Civila. They are then about 3 or 4 lengths clear from Moulin Clermont and Jamie Moore to the outside of Isio and Harry Cobden. They are 3rd and 4th. Silver Shade is next in 5th, and a little untidy there. Forever William was driven on the landing side. PIPER still very much been held up towards the back of the field, sharing out last currently with Mocha Duvassi. Make this turn over on the far side and race towards their next hurdle. That'll be number 6 in the journey, and it's Boulette. He leads by a length and a half to in turn De Civila in second, with 3 lengths away to Moulin Clermont. And then Isio to the inside in 4th, as the leader found a couple of lengths there, Boulette, getting out over flight number 6. Now they're on to the top of the hill. So Boulette then by 3 lengths to in turn De Civila in second, 2.5 lengths away to Moulin Clermont, then Isio to the inside of the continuing to be ridden along Forever William. PIPER still being held up, and then Silver Shade and Mocha Duvassi is last of all. They're racing down the hill then on this run towards 2 out in the JCB Triumph Hurdle Trial Juvenile Hurdle, and Boulette by a length and a half to in turn De Civila in second, 3 lengths away to Moulin Clermont, who's racing between horses. Isio with the noseband still being held together. Forever William trying to respond to those urging. PIPER is travelling with menace, and then Silver Shade and Mocha Duvassi 2 out then, and Boulette landed in front from in turn De Civila, who now gives way. Forever William up into a challenging placing now. PIPER is still cruising along in behind in the red and white. So too though Isio in the pink and purple. To the outside of those two then is Mocha Duvassi, and then Silver Shade in turn De Civila, and Moulin Clermont now drops right out. We're on this long run now down towards the final flight of hurdles. Forever William hard ridden, and PIPER's come. They're absolutely cruising. PIPER, Davy Russell still hasn't breathed on him. He's 2 lengths in front to Forever William. Over toward the right hand side, Isio shaken up. Mocha Duvassi back in 4th, and then clear the final hurdle. PIPER, he skipped over, and he still hasn't moved Davy Russell, and he's absolutely cruising inside the final furlong. PIPER doing this so easily. He's 10 lengths clear from Forever William and Mocha Duvassi. They're battling out 2nd and 3rd, followed by Isio, but PIPER wins the Triumph Trial. Impressive as you like. PIPER has won it. Mocha Duvassi just in second from Forever William, clear from Isio's Silver Shade. Boulette and in turn De Civila.
Yeah, Davy Russell just walking back with 2 Marcuses alongside him, and I'm just going to grab him if I can. Davy, live on Racing TV, many congratulations. That all went relatively straightforwardly, didn't it? Well done.
Yeah, he's a grand horse. You know, he's improved plenty. We always thought he'd improve from Punchestown, and he did. You know, so he's a grand horse.
Were you concerned about better ground at all?
I know the ground is on the slow side. It's lovely ground. It's probably probably good to soft maybe, you know, so no, the ground wasn't an issue, no.
Were you surprised at how well he travelled into that race and really how little you had to get after him?
No, not really, no, he's a nice horse.
Just looking ahead, I know he had a spring juvenile entry. Obviously, the yard have got a couple still in that. Next stop back here, it would seem, wouldn't it, off the back of that?
Yeah, I
was
suppose
impressive.
timing kind of leans that way, but I really don't know what Gordon has in mind for him. There's loads of options. You know, we've a lot of festivals ahead of us at the back end of the year, so whatever route he'll take, I'm sure Gordon will put plenty of thought into that with everybody around him, you know.
For a young horse, he seems very professional, very switched on.
Yeah, that was the thing. I suppose he was immature the last day now, and as I was saying to Joey, the owner's representative, that he made a slight mistake down the back, but he figured it out very quickly, so he's quite intelligent, you know.
Good to be back riding winners at Cheltenham.
Oh, always good.
Cheers,
Yeah,
Davey.
yeah,
Well,
thanks.
Gordon Elliott with me, having seen Piper with an absolute rout of a performance, Gordon. Well done, that was very impressive. Was that better than expected?
Probably, yeah, to be fair, it was, yeah. You know, he's a horse that does everything very easy at home, so he does not harsh gallop much, but he jumps very well and he looks a nice horse.
He looked really switched on there as well. We were saying young horse, but he sort of belied his years there with that performance. Yeah,
Davy gave him a lovely ride, you know. It wasn't all about winning today, you know. It's about getting him switched off and learning how to relax and learn how to breathe, and he gave him a beautiful ride. He let him drop in there and followed him around, and there's only one winning post. He's probably in front too soon now, to be fair, but he looks a nice horse, classy horse, got loads of speed. You know, we've a lot of directions to go with him if we want.
Obviously, he was impressive last time on very different ground. So, I mean, is that just that he's versatile, or would you prefer different ground for him going forward?
I'd say he's just a good horse.
Okay.
You know, good horses go on most ground. I suppose the ground was a bit of worry today being better, but I love the way he jumped and the way he travelled. I thought he was nice.
Was it always the case that you were going to come here with this horse and Fil Dor go spring juvenile? Or were you tempted this boy go spring juvenile?
I was tempted to run the two of them, but Andrew and Gemma Brown, Caldwell Constructions, they were supposed to come today. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it, but they're brilliant owners in Cullen Try. You know, they're big supporters of the yard, and they were keen for him to come here, so it was great. So I hope they're enjoying it.
Was that half with a mind of splitting them up, I guess, and also give this lad an experience of Cheltenham with the Triumph in mind?
I suppose we wanted to see how we handled the prelims and, you know, how where we were, I suppose. But he looks nice.
He wears that red hood, doesn't he? He wore that hood in the paddock. Was he a bit fizzy last time?
I think it's a big help to them horses going to the start. You know, they can switch off and not get fizzy going on to the start. But you know, if you get to the start, you're halfway there. But I'm not saying it made a difference, but it might have helped.
All being well then with Fil Dor, see what he does next week. If you were tempted to run them both in the same race before Cheltenham, they can both rock up in a Triumph, right?
They can both rock up in the Triumph. This side obviously has the option of the Supreme Novice as well. I wouldn't rule that out. He's a speedy horse, you know, and you've obviously got entry as well. You know, there's a lot of races to go for. You know, it's not the be all and all in to go for the Triumph, but it'd be nice to win it all the same.
I bet it would. Oh, I'm interested in that. With that in mind, do you just wait and see what happens next week, and then you'll decide off the back of that pecking order?
Obviously, Cheltenham is a long way away. At home in all known form, I'd say the other horse is a better horse, but this side was impressive today.
Very much so. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks, mate. Well done.